It's Ozzy Osbourne right here on your classic metal show with You Can't Kill Rock and Roll.
No, you can't.
But you can kill transgenders if the mood strikes.
Oh, no. We're all inclusive. We're one people trying to include everybody.
Diversity and inclusiveness is our strength.
Strength as a people.
Right.
All right, are we done yet? Is it 3 o'clock or 2 o'clock, as the case may be tonight?
Well, we got 50 minutes.
All right, let's fucking hurry up. I mean, let's do this.
Well, the former first dude reared her ugly head this week.
Michael?
Yes, Michael.
Okay.
You're very perceptive, Mr. Aiken.
Very nice. Okay.
She basically has come out and spouted some racist shit, which she'll never get called out on because of his blackness. So, because black people can't be racist.
Right.
But apparently Michael Obama came out and basically said that white people don't want to live in the same communities as black people.
All right. So Michael said white people don't want to live in the same neighborhoods as black people?
Yeah, basically, yeah.
All right. I would take that as a true statement.
Yeah, but she's more or less chastising white people for this attitude.
Okay. So,
well, that's the whole thing. It's just like the thing, and I thought about this pretty at some length.
Okay.
Michael Obama calls out white flight. You're still running from us.
No. Not you specifically. We're running from it's not running. It's just don't want to deal with it. Why do you want to deal with why is it my job as somebody that makes a good living, regardless of what color I am, to move into a neighborhood that doesn't make a good living? That is a lower class. And I don't mean class as in class of people. I mean lower income, lower echelon. Why is it my job to revitalize that area? It's your job as the lower income people to raise yourself up.
Wow. So you're very perceptive here because you're hitting on the key points that I was thinking.
Okay.
Former first dude Michael Obama on Tuesday reprimanded white families for fleeing urban areas of Chicago during her youth and now.
Okay.
We're doing everything we're supposed to do and better, Obama said at the Obama Foundation Summit in Chicago, as seen in the clip. I want to remind white folks that y'all are running from us. What sophisticated person says y'all?
Well, I want to know why she feels like she needs to remind me of Dick. Who is she? She's just some other private citizen.
Yeah, that's how I look at it.
Yeah, she don't have no stake, no say, no nothing. She's just another fucking yammering fucking wife.
Yeah. Well, here's the funny part.
Mm-hmm.
Since the Obamas have accumulated millions upon millions of dollars, let me remind you, when Obama took office in 2008, they supposedly were just barely scraping by.
Mm-hmm.
Now that they're out of office, 3.5 years or 3 years, you know what their worth is now?
It's got to be $100 million.
It is over $100 million.
It's those book deals.
Yeah. How is it that a politician who entered the office basically penniless is worth $100 million now? How does that happen?
You know how it happens. Why?
Well,
the question.
Well, that's a rhetorical question.
It's because someone sucks the cock of the fucking lobbyist that fucking feeds them under the table.
Yeah, of course.
They do their work under the table and they get reimbursed under the table.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing that bothers me, and I'll make this very clear. You got a president currently in the office who made his money as a private citizen, as a business owner, as a business person. He made millions and billions of dollars over decades,
right?
As a private citizen. He becomes president, and all of a sudden, his wealth is questioned. Where did it come from? I want to see your taxes. How did you get so rich? So on and so forth. Yeah. Then you get a penniless politician who takes office, is in office for 8 years, leaves the office, is out of office for 3 years, and all of a sudden they're worth $100 million, and nobody questions that.
Why would you question it, dude? We can't even get a birth certificate, let alone a bank statement. What are you?
Well, that's kind of my point.
Yeah, I mean, get real there.
So basically, we're questioning and chastising a private businessman about where he got his wealth, but we don't question where a politician who basically created nothing is worth $100 million now.
Created chaos. That has to be worth something.
Well, they didn't run a business. They didn't create jobs, did nothing, but yet they're worth $100 million.
Well, yeah.
How does that happen?
You know, how does it happen?
Well, no, I'm just, again, it's a rhetorical thing.
Yeah. How did what's his name? Hunter Biden become a millionaire?
Yeah. How did he become a multi-millionaire?
As a fuck up.
Yeah. Somebody who got discharged from the service because of a cocaine violation.
Yeah. How did that guy become a 100 millionaire or a 10 millionaire or whatever he is?
Yeah, you can't question that.
How did Nancy Pelosi become worth $500 million as a career politician? You know how they did it, because the lobbies, you know what? You may not know exactly how they did it, but you can certainly look at things like $700 fucking pills at your pharmacy and stuff, and know that the lobbyists for Big Pharma might have fed a couple of people to get the right votes through the fucking Congress and the Senate.
Yeah. How did a former president by the name of Clinton, who was stealing the White House china when they left, worth $325 million today? How does that happen?
Seems fair. Yeah. Dude, speaking engagements, of course.
Okay.
He's very in demand.
Right. But yet Trump making money as a business person, that should fall under question.
Well, you know, the next billionaire won't be so in question.
Right, of course. All right, anyway, Michael continues. We were doing everything we were supposed to do and better, Obama said at the Obama Foundation Summit in Chicago. Okay. Addressing a crowd at the Illinois Institute of Technology, Obama linked his comments to the attitude currently directed at the neighborhoods arriving from abroad. Now, here's the funny thing. Since the Obamas have been out of office for 3 years, they bought a house in Martha's Vineyard.
Right, sure.
They bought a house in a very affluent area of Washington, D.C. I don't see those as black neighborhoods. Do you?
Well, where's their house on the south side?
They don't have one.
They don't have one over there on south side?
No, sure don't.
They don't have a house like near where you work?
No, sure don't. Isn't that funny that they, since they've been out of office, they haven't bought a house in a black neighborhood?
Of course not. But it was our job.
And the houses that they do have walls around them.
Yeah. And I'm sure security on top of them with guns.
Yeah, I'm sure. Bunch of hypocrites.
The cunts.
We're no different than the immigrant families that are moving in, Michael said.
Well, how about this, Michael? I'm going to stop Michael right there. We don't want them in our neighborhoods either. I don't.